To give a few more, drilling down into some of the data and some of the software views, when we set up some of these monitors, if you want to balance good resolution of data with long battery life, this has a function called exception reporting. So we get very few updates while things are steady state. And then we can zoom in here, but you get many data points while there's a change. And that's being managed first in the device. And the device is holding a history of data. And when it sees a change, it can provide a log of how you arrived at that change. And the software then receives that data. We do custom monitoring solutions. For example, for leak detection, it's just really turning on the function. We don't turn on all the functions and clutter up the displays. For most customers, if they don't need that functionality, it just becomes clutter. So we enable that or disable it based on application. But this is an irrigation tank. You see some seasonality here, and then you see some less consumption here. And there's some things we do for this application to help them understand if there's a leak in their tank, and they can see that early and or an underperforming situation with the tank with alerts. So again, it's moving beyond just monitoring level, but bringing these insights right to your display, right to your phone, to be able to run your business differently, more efficiently. And so here's a days to empty compared to a percent full. You can see they follow each other, but it's nice to have a second view of how many days do I have before I need to bring this contents to this new tank. And likewise, if you have a tank that's filling, maybe it's a wastewater application or some other waste product, you do a days to full prediction. So here's a good summary of just saying what we're really trying to do and our customers trying to do with this is deliver more gallons per trip or per day or per hour. And how you do that is you deliver more per tank. How do you do that is you run them lower. The risk is running out, and how do you make sure you don't run out is you have the intelligence on the tank to monitor that. And so this customer was able to, with this metric in the yellow, which is a fill event, was able to move from what they considered poor fills, which is 150 gallons or less than 300 gallons, and work them their way toward where they're getting good fills of their last 4 or 4 fills of 300 gallons or more. So it's easy to track. It's easy to establish the metrics for your dispatch and your drivers, and to hold folks aware of what is a good fill and how do we maximize the gallons delivered per day, for example.